Boom. Welcome to the next installation or the current installation of the House 94 podcast. And tonight we got a meeting in the ladies' room. So we gonna go around the horn, but we felt like we needed to add a little female perspective because there's been so much testosterone in the house. We was a little feisty last week, talked a lot of shit, and we wanted to soften the touch a little bit. So we decided to bring on an esteemed guest from my old friends from Memphis, Miss Joy Doss. Wait, we doing real names or what we gonna call you?
Yeah, that's fine. Yes.
I mean, you know, because she got a podcast, 3BC, Three Black Chicks. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that shit is like also fucking excellent. They got like all kind of production and all of that shit going on. So anyway, we wanted to steal some of that energy. We brought Joy on tonight. And hell, yes, you know, we put in, and we just, as a matter of fact, just hit her up like 5 minutes ago and was like, all right, boom, you in the hot seat, so come on, fuck with us to come get into the fucking the pimp's lair. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm fuck with y'all for about 15 minutes.
you know, and an hour later she gonna be like, but wait a minute. Okay, so what's on your mind? Give us what's the hot topic on women's issues today? What you got?
Shoot, what's not the hot topic? I mean, well, first of all, shout out to Carl B. And Jay, he's not. I don't see him on here.
Jay not on today, yeah.
For coming on to 3BC to talk about Thug Tears. That episode will be out. I was trying to plan it to be out for a surprise, Carl B, for tomorrow.
Oh shit, Founders Day, okay.
Yeah, I can be sweet sometimes.
That's a real
So we was
Quasi
talking about
Thug
Thug
Tears
Tears
too. Yeah, we talk about Thug Tears. Basically, actually, we can actually
don't pay attention to me in my robe though. I don't want some terry cloth Hugh Hefner shit tonight.
Okay. All right, Hef.
Actually, you know what? Let's just touch on that for just a minute, since we, yeah. Let me see what the panel thinks about that shit. Cool. Now the topic was: is it all right for men to cry, and what stage, you know, all that shit when it's appropriate? What you think about men crying? I'll tell you my take on the shit after y'all go. I already did mine.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, man. It depends, you know.
On what? It depends on what?
It depends, you know. Like, I mean, I think sometimes. I'm gonna give you an example. Let's talk about me for instance, right? I remember when my mom passed, right? I didn't cry because I think I was kind of in shock, but I cried probably like, you know, a week or two later. You know what I mean? Because I was kind of holding things in, you know what I mean? I remember I was driving, I'll never forget this. I was driving around 285, I got back to Atlanta. I was driving on 285 and I just couldn't control it. I had to pull over on the side on 285 and it was a ball of tears. I couldn't hold it, the emotions anymore, you know what I mean? You know, doing the whole thing, you know, I was just like, man, I just can't believe this. And then like, you know, a week later, I was on the highway and I was a ball of tears, you know?
But is that the only time you feel comfortable crying, is if your mama dies or something happens to like a close family member or something?
Yeah. You know,
why?
So let's go back. So another thing that's kind of striking. I saw Van Jones on CNN, right, about those issues, and I was like, hey, bro, you know what, man? I mean, that was a little disturbing to me to kind of see that. I'm all in being in tune with your sensitivity, but you know, certain things like, you know, that was a bit much for me.
You know, can I interject real quick for anybody that saw Van Jones on our IG page? We do not sanction this shit. We got to have a talk with our producer. We're taking this punk ass down. I thought we was clowning his ass when I saw him up there, but he was like up there. I don't even know. I just saw his face and I thought we was clowning him, and I'm like, wait. This looks like he actually is being promoted. So that shit's coming down. We saw it. We do not represent that motherfucker. His ass is out of here. So anyway, go ahead.
Oh, what's wrong with him crying about the state of things right now?
Because he was crying about like he was overwhelmed by all this shit.
He's cried before though.
Yeah,
I don't watch him
on TV.
That's on TV.
Yeah, he cried on live.
That's the thing that bothered me.
His face.
That's what he does, and it's cut more than twice.
I just thought about buck breaking when I saw it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, gone. This man crying. Really?
Yeah, you thought about buck breaking?
Yes.
Really?
When he's crying on TV like that on CNN,
Say more.
and it wasn't like a stoic like like a give us a free type cry.
Denzel Glory, one tear down.
Like like a single pimpish tear. Nigga cried like a bitch, man. He was like sobbing and shit, blowing his nose and shit on
tissue
TV.
and everything.
Out here, man.
I didn't see that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, when was the last time anybody cried on here? Like, can you remember the last time you cried?
Shit, I cried
for anything. For anything.
Damn, it was something good. What was it?
It was the coolest.
What just happened recently?
With my pops passing. But yeah, just fucking crying.
All right, I'll give you an example.
I had an emotional cry on my anniversary a couple days ago.
Every time I see certain movies, them joints make me cry all the time. You know, one of the movies that make me cry all the time is 7 Pounds with Will Smith.
What?
No,
you cried looking at Will Smith?
But now you might have a
you ever see 7 Pounds?
You cry?
I said 7 Pounds with Will Smith.
No,
what about it made you feel emotional? What was it that made you feel emotional?
You know, I think for a person to sacrifice parts of his body to help other people, that story was just very heartbreaking. It just kind of reached me and touched me, and that every time it gets to the end, man, I don't break down boo-hoo, but I ain't gonna lie, a tear or two will drop.
It was a thug tear, though. It was just one. It was
that's not crying.
That's not crying.
Nah, that's not who made me cry. I'll tell you who made me cry. Straight Outta Compton.
Why?
You know what? When all them old songs from like we was in junior high when that shit came out, right? So that was like the soundtrack to our childhood, like our adolescence. You was in the 8th grade when that shit, not Straight Outta Compton, that album, but the first NWA you heard, you was in the 8th grade. I was in the 9th grade. So it just took me back to that time, and that's like the time of like your greatest level. It's not innocence because you weren't innocent at the time, but you was coming of age. You know what I'm saying? And just the way they was telling the story, like Dre laying on the floor, listening to the music and shit, and just seeing like how it all came together. I was like, damn, man, that's there was some pepper thug tears. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, you said when was the last time you cried though?
I think I cried on my anniversary. A lot of our chapter bros was giving us like tributes and shit, talking about, they got some good bros came with a chapter and shit like that. And I read one of them and I was like, damn, man, that's some good shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's one thing to be the bros, it's another thing that when the other bros appreciate you being the bros. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was that was some emotional shit, man. But it was probably about, into a half a gallon of oil at the time. So that can happen, you know what I'm saying? Some good old making motherfucking emotion.
First of all, Carl, I gotta congratulate you on that, man. That was something that you always wanted to do, and a delay wasn't a denial. You finally got there, so that was part of some of the packaging of the emotion as well, too, wasn't it? The delay, you know what I mean?
It all goes with it.
It was a moment of truth.
Indeed, it all goes with it. But, wait, do we catch everybody on that thug tears before we wrap that part up? Chuck D, what you got on that?
Chuck D didn't say, and Lou didn't say anything.
Well,
they were talking
20 years ago when my father died.
Oh, 20 years ago. Okay, I heard you say when your dad
died. Sometimes on the anniversary of the death, I get a little emotional. But I'm trying to think. I think that's about it.
That, you don't cry? It's not acceptable?
After a nut? Is that what you said?
No, baby. I didn't say that.
If it's good, I wouldn't discount it.
That's not what I said.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you clearly.
Do you though? I mean, go. I mean, you started. So do you? You started that. Do you cry after that?
If it's really good,
is that what you're saying?
It's really good.
Oh my God!
Wow.
We cried
together. The dog tears.
To Denzel.
Oh my gosh.
That's that OJ's, boy. That was some game right there, though.
That's love, though. That's not the nut. That's love. That's
what did you say? What did you ask me when I misinterpreted what you said?
I said, "Is that it?" I mean, is that it? Anything else not acceptable, or?
I wouldn't say it's not acceptable. It's just that's the only trigger for me.
Yeah.